Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing. Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, it's heavy on the edges.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Ridley.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Being chased out left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled, and then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 55 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Well, this is caught by Williams. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, 57, 57.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And an alley to run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it with Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Attack! Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. 3 down, 3 down. Check Mike, man, and let's get that right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. First carry for Spencer Ware. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 2nd and 7, Watson got a man. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the interception, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Faking the give. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Here's Watson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Now here's Mahomes. He's got it to Williams.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first. Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again is Watson. Space to maneuver at the 40. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is caught by Watkins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I got him. On me.
On first down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they like to let them stand.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They run again with Breida. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the air now with Watson. This will be caught by Brown. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 33. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Checking things elsewhere, 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense...
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. they might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check 53's
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it again with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go again.
On first down, here's Breida. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Chris Jones on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Ingram. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
We got this.
Today's final score, Chiefs.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.